Hello, my name is Michel De Ru and I'm a solutions designer at MarkLogic. I work with our financial markets customers to solve their regulatory reporting requirements, leveraging MarkLogic's multimodal capabilities. In order to be compliant to reporting regulations, I know that you'll quickly need a report like this transaction report that I'm showing you now. Let me show you how to solve a regulatory reporting challenge like MiFID II in minutes rather than months, even if your data is in multiple upstream trading and reference data sources. In fact, our customers are using MarkLogic not only to satisfy their MiFID II requirements, like transaction reporting, pre- and post-trade and record keeping, but also to get in control of any upcoming regulatory requirements. This is possible as we don't deliver a point solution for MiFID II, but a single source of facts in a regulatory reporting platform, allowing you to capture reporting requirements in a lens on your data that delivers the reports with the right information in the right format and at the right time. This demo is based on actual MiFID II implementations and built on top of MarkLogic, reflecting the operational processes your peers go through for transaction reporting, thereby accelerating the compliance journey. The data itself is anonymized. The first thing to note is that data security is managed on the lowest level of MarkLogic. The data itself is secured, preventing misuse or leaking of data by unauthorized employees or external threats. Now that we've logged in, we see the real-time analytics capability of MarkLogic, showing the status and quality of the ingested data from upstream sources. With this information, you can see the quality of your data and take informed operational measures. With MarkLogic, we ingest data as is. This is possible because we are a multi-model database, able to ingest the heterogeneous data models of all your upstream applications. If you are a solutions architect, imagine the time this will save you because you don't need to create a harmonized data model upfront and there is no need for complex ETL processes and transformations. For regulatory compliance officers, it means that when the regulator updates the regulation or a new one is introduced, you do not need to spend people and financial resources on redesigning any data aggregation. All the data is already there. The easiest way to show that data is ingested as is by using our out-of-the-box search interface. Let's take a look at some trading system data, and we use Murex as an example here and drill down into it. Now let's take a look at some transaction data that came from Murex. The important part to note here is that we're able to add metadata like lineage and provenance without changing the original upstream data, increasing the total transparency and quality of your data for the regulator. We do it with the envelope pattern. It's just like a real envelope in which you stick your letter to someone. Additionally, you're able to stick some photos or other papers into it. The envelope can contain multiple levels of metadata and the raw upstream data, which is made immutable for total transparency. One other valuable feature of search is the Google-like search over all your data. This makes it easy for the operations department to find possible issues in reporting or data quality. Let's search for a specific counterparty. Now let's select the data that is marked invalid. The results we receive show that a date field is invalid and it will therefore not be reported. Let's switch to the reporting pane in order to see some of the results of this demo that feed into the national competent authorities or regulators. For the sake of demoing, we created some buttons that allow for ad hoc creation of reports. In production, reports would be generated based on eligibility rules, pushing transactions and trades out in real time, or they will be based on end-of-day scheduling. The first report we'll look at is the MiFID transaction report for the AFM in the Netherlands based on the TRS schema. The outgoing report is generated by MarkLogic by placing a specific lens for this NCA on the data. As we're working on a single source of facts, no data is left behind in the upstream sources. This means any lens can be placed on the data, creating reports for all current and upcoming regulations. Looking at the report, we see the same strategy we took for ingested data. Metadata like lineage and provenance information provide full transparency. Here's another example, showing truncated data for an EMIR report. Once reported and processed at the CA, you will receive a report back with X and NEX. In order to match these with the information you sent, you want to reconcile the data end to end. For MarkLogic, the EC reports are just a data source like your own upstream sources. We load it as is, adding lineage and provenance metadata for transparency. Now let's take a look at how a potential reconciliation report would look like. In this case, the output is generated as CSV data. For operations, this means ease of use and prevents you from having a costly shadow IT process using uncontrollable Excel reports for solving issues in reporting. With this demo, I showed you how easy it is to create a regulatory reporting solution that not only solves the current regulatory demands, but also prepares you for future regulations. Because you store the data in its original and full structure, it is easy to create business and regulatory lenses that satisfy reporting requirements. My colleagues and I are looking forward to helping you solve your regulatory challenges quicker and easier than ever, using the accelerator we developed together with our customers and our field expertise. Thank you.